The cracks in our sky. The air in Charlotte, North Carolina hums with summer. Cicadas scream in the oak trees lining Dilworth's quiet streets. Porch lights glow like fireflies against pastel bungalows. In one such home, a two-story craftsman with peeling blue paint, Emily Harper sits at her kitchen island. Her fingers trace the rim of a chipped coffee mug. It's 7 p.m. and the house feels too still. Her husband David is late again. Their kids, Leela, 12, and Owen, 9, are upstairs, lost in screens. Emily's hazel eyes flick to her phone. No texts, just a sinking feeling. Emily, 38, is a high school art teacher with a laugh that used to fill rooms. Now her smiles are tight, her dark hair pulled into a messy bun. David, 40, runs a small architecture firm. He's charming with a crooked grin and broad shoulders, but his warmth has faded. Work, he says. Always work. Emily smells perfume on his collars, something floral, not hers. She pushes the thought away, but it claws back. Tonight she waits. The fridge hums. A dog barks down the street. Finally, headlights sweep the driveway. David steps in, tie loosened, eyes avoiding hers. "Hey," he mumbles, grabbing a beer. "Meeting ran long." Emily's voice is steady but sharp. "Again." He shrugs. "You know how it is." She doesn't, not anymore. The distance between them feels like a canyon. They used to dance in this kitchen, her bare feet on his, laughing over spilled wine. Now they're strangers sharing a sink. Leela's voice echoes downstairs, whining about homework. Owen's video game blares. Emily's chest tightens. She wants to scream, but she swallows it. The truth comes 2 weeks later. Emily finds David's phone on the couch, unlocked. A text from Claire glows. "Miss you already. Same time tomorrow." Emily's breath catches. Claire, the new project manager at David's firm. Blonde, polished, always lingering at office parties. Emily scrolls. Messages spill out, flirty, intimate, undeniable. Her hands shake. The room spins. She hears David's car pull in and shoves the phone back. Dinner is torture. Leela picks at her chicken, complaining about math. Owen mimics superhero sounds. David scrolls his phone, oblivious. Emily's fork scrapes her plate. She can't eat. After the kids are in bed, she corners him in the living room. The TV hums low, casting shadows. "Who's Claire?" Her voice trembles. David freezes, his eyes dart. "What?" "I saw the text, David, don't lie." He rubs his neck, a telltale sign. "It's not what you think." "Then what is it?" Her voice rises, cracking. "Tell me." He slumps, defeated. "It just happened. I didn't mean for it to." Emily laughs, bitter. "You did mean to sleep with her for months." David's silence is an answer. Emily's knees buckle. She sinks onto the couch. The room smells of lavender candles, a cruel mockery of calm. David tries to touch her shoulder. She flinches. "Don't," she whispers. He leaves the room. The front door clicks shut. The kids notice the shift. Leela, sharp and sensitive, asks why Dad's sleeping on the couch. Owen, oblivious but clingy, hugs Emily's legs more. Emily lies to them, her voice hollow. "We're just working through some things." She's crumbling inside. At night, she cries into her pillow, muffling the sound so the kids won't hear. The bed feels too big without David's warmth. She tries to fix it. They see a therapist, Dr. Patel, in a sterile uptown office. The leather chairs creak as they sit, avoiding each other's eyes. Dr. Patel's voice is calm, probing. "What do you want from this, Emily?" Emily twists her wedding ring. "I want us back the way we were." David stares at the floor. "I don't know if we can." The words gut her. She begs him to end it with Claire. He says he has, but his eyes lie. Emily checks his phone again one night. A new message: "I can't stop thinking about you." Her heart shatters. She confronts him again, this time in the garage, away from the kids. Tools line the walls, glinting under a bare bulb. "You're still seeing her," she says, voice flat. David doesn't deny it. "I'm trying, Em, it's not easy." "Trying," she laughs, tears streaming. "You're breaking us, you're breaking the kids." He looks away, jaw tight. "Maybe we're already broken." The word divorce hangs unspoken. Emily feels it like a blade. She thinks of Leela's braces, Owen's asthma inhaler, the mortgage. She thinks of her parents' divorce, the way it carved her childhood into before and after. She doesn't want that for her kids, but staying feels like drowning. They try one last time, a family trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains. The air is crisp, pine-scented. The kids laugh chasing fireflies. David holds Emily's hand by the campfire. For a moment it's like before, but at night in their cabin he checks his phone. Emily sees Claire's name light up the screen. She doesn't cry this time. She's done. Back in Charlotte, Emily calls a lawyer. Sarah, her best friend, brings wine and listens as Emily unravels. Sarah's a nurse, blunt and loyal with a smoker's rasp. "You deserve better," she says, pouring another glass. "You're stronger than you think." Emily doesn't feel strong. She feels like a ghost. The divorce is slow, ugly. Mediation sessions drag in a conference room that smells of stale coffee. David fights for the house, then relents. Emily keeps it for the kids' stability. He moves to a sleek condo in South End, all glass and sharp edges. The kids split time between them. Leela grows quiet, her sketches darker. Owen asks when Daddy's coming home. Emily's answers are vague, her voice strained. She leans on small things. Morning coffee on the porch, the bitter taste grounding her. Painting with Leela, their brushes dipping into bright acrylics. Reading to Owen, his head heavy on her shoulder. She joins a book club hosted by a neighbor, Marla, a widowed retiree with a warm smile. The women sip tea and talk about love, loss, and starting over. Emily listens, her guard lowering. David struggles too. He tells Emily once over co-parenting coffee that Claire left him. "It wasn't real," he says, eyes red. "Not like us." Emily nods but feels nothing. The man she loved is a stranger now. She pities him, but pity isn't love. Months pass. The house feels less like a tomb. Emily repaints the kitchen, a soft sage green. She plants hydrangeas in the yard, their blooms heavy and blue. Leela starts therapy, her smile returning in flashes. Owen joins soccer, his laughter echoing across the field. Emily takes a pottery class, her hands shaping clay into lopsided bowls. She laughs at their imperfections, a sound she hasn't heard in years. One evening at Marla's book club, a new member joins. Tom, a history professor, divorced, with kind eyes and a quiet humor. He talks about Vonnegut, his voice steady, and Emily finds herself listening. They chat after on Marla's porch, fireflies blinking in the dusk. He doesn't push, doesn't pry. She likes that. Emily drives home, windows down, the warm air tangling her hair. Charlotte's skyline glitters in the distance, a mix of old brick and new steel. She thinks of David, of the life they built and lost. She thinks of the kids sleeping upstairs. She thinks of Tom's laugh, cautious but real. Her heart stirs, not with the reckless fire of youth, but with something softer, steadier. She pulls into the driveway. The house glows, warm and alive. Leela's window is lit, her shadow moving as she draws. Owen's soccer ball rests by the door. Emily steps out, the grass cool under her feet. She breathes in the night, jasmine, earth, possibility. The cracks in her sky are still there, but they're letting light through. She unlocks the door and steps inside, ready for tomorrow.